Om Shanti Jagati. How are you? Okay. So let's start the session with a little prayer. Keeping your back, neck straight, align, relax. Be comfortable in the position and gently close your eyes. Make sure your back, your neck perfectly aligned with your tailbone, sitting bone. Be in the pose, observe how you are sitting. Now, take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation, deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Now, prepare yourself for the 3-time arm chanting along with Shanti. Take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration, sensation within your body. Join your both palm. Rub your palm. And very slowly, gently, by observing, your palm. With a great smile, open up your eyes. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Durgesh.
Yeah, how are you, Kevin?
Fine. Thank
Okay. So let's start the session again. Today is the first session of the meditation class. Again, we're starting from the beginning, and it would be the revision for you again, because every first uh, date of the every month we have to start again the everything. But I'll try to. So it's gonna revision for the old student also, and if few classes you have missed, again you can revise with it, right? So today topic which we're gonna cover, that is a meditation. The English we call meditation, in Hindi we call dhyana. Dhyana, dhyana. So dhyana is meditation. So we're gonna explain a little bit about the literal meaning of the dhyana and what we actually mean by the meditation and why we require this meditation. What is the importance of doing this meditation in our life, day to day, practice, why we require it. So literal meaning, if we talked about the dhyana, Dhyana, dhyana. So this dhyana word is basically the root word of the dhyana. As you know, this word is coming from the Sanskrit, derived from the Sanskrit language, and the root word of is dhi, dhi, dhi. Dhi means the mind. Okay, dhi means the mind. The root word of the dhyana, dhi, dhi. Dhi means mind, the mind. And yana, Yana, yana. Yana means the moving, the movement. The literal meaning of the yana means movement, movement, or flowing, something which is mobilized, something which is mobilized, right? So the mind and the movement of the mind, you can understand, like our mind keep moving, not even microsecond it's not resting. Have you seen your mind? It's keep on moving, and it's so fast. It's so fast, it can move, it can be right now here, and very second it can be in London, it can be Paris, it can travel so fast. It's faster than the Japan, that bullet train, right? So it's so fast. It's in millisecond he can go whole circle around the earth. 7 times circle he can make it. It's faster, you know is a faster equipment, and it's very fast than the any other things. You cannot imagine any technology cannot faster than your mind. Your mind is so faster than the other things, and it keep moving. So literal meaning dhi and yana is like movement of the mind, right? Moving, keep moving. So dhyana is basically, um, this is the seventh limb in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, seventh part, seventh limb of the Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga, the 8 limbs of which is given by the Maharishi Patanjali. So seventh limb of the Ashtanga Yoga, and most important limb. So dhyana is talking about your mind. And now first, if you want to know about your mind, first understand what is a mind. Mind is not here in your brain. It is everywhere. It is everywhere in your body, right? Everywhere, each and every part of your body having its own mind. Your mind is like prevalent high your body. It's not located in your brain. It has the emotion, it has the everything, it has the Vigyan, it is having the common sense, it is having the subconsciousness, it is having the consciousness, it is having the unconsciousness. These are the three stages of the mind, right? So there's a many version. Maharishi Patanjali also talked about it, the division of the mind also, but it gonna covered by the philosophy class. But just understand, mind is like this is prevalent entire your body. There's not a fixed location of your mind that you can say, okay, it's located in my brain. No, it is everywhere. It is entire body, is basically the location of your mind. So because each and every cell having the mind, right? Each and every cell know how to work, how to do their work. They have to do certain works. Your cells, your body made of the cells, and each and every cells having it's their own mind. So it means inside in through the science you can understand in that way. But there's other variation of the mind also that you can understand in the philosophy class. So to control, and the quality of the mind is like right now when we have the disturbed mind, it's more like a uncontrolled. Bhagavad Gita, maybe you heard about it, right? Bhagavad Gita, the song of the Lord Krishna, okay, song of the Bhagwan. So that Bhagavad Gita explain about it, that mind, Lord Krishna is explaining to the Arjuna, the his favorite disciple, his favorite friend, that what is a mind? Mind is the worst enemy of the human being and the best friend of the human being. But when it is under control, then it is your friend. But if it is go under, if it is go like uncontrolled, it's not under your control, uncontrolled, that is the worst enemy of the human being. You can imagine all the chaos around you, all the chaos, name any chaos, any crisis is happening around you, within you or outside, is just because of the human uncontrolled mind. Am I right? Because everything, whatever chaos we did, whatever we feel like pain, suffering, everything is done to ourselves. People go in depression, they kill themselves, or certain kind of disease, they are just taking too many drugs, alcohol, or any problem they are facing because of the uncontrolled mind of their and uncontrolled mind of the other person. And this whole cosmos, this whole universe, this whole planet is affected by the uncontrolled mind. Yes. So very much important. That's why Lord Krishna explained that Dhyana Yoga, that is another kind of yoga. Yes. Dhyana Yoga is not only the part of the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, but also the part of the another form. It is another form of the yoga, completely another form of the yoga, that is a Dhyana Yoga, which explained by Lord Krishna to the Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. He is explaining about the dhyana, how one person should practice the dhyana, which place they should choose in. So Lord Krishna explained about the dhyana, that a person who's want to practice the dhyana yoga, they have to go around the secluded area like jungle or some hill, some island where nobody's disturbing them, and there they have to sit on the kusha grass, a kind of grass, kusha. In ancient time, people used to sit on they do the meditation on the kusha grass. K Kusha, Kusha, Kusha grass, type of grass, Kusha grass. So that grass used for the asan, to make the asan. Right now you use pillow, mat, other things, but ancient time they use the type of the grass. So he explained that Kusha grass should be used for the asan, and that person sit in comfortable posture by covering their body under the secluded place, and then he can practice, choose one object, the breath awareness he can use, or the nasikagra, this area. So before dhyana he should practice the dharana, so concentration. to improve the concentration. I'll explain you what is the difference between the dharana and the dhyana. Okay, don't worry about it. Concentration and meditation, what is the difference between it? So now these two mediums they can use, and further when they get the good in concentration in dharana, then further that person has to merge himself into the Krishna, Lord Krishna. He said that that person should be merged into me. He has to chant my name. He has to think about me, because Lord Krishna is a Krishna, right? God. So that person who is doing the dhyana yoga, he has to surrender to me and um, keep contemplating about me, keep thinking about me, and merge himself, absorb himself in me, that take him towards the samadhi, the last goal of the eight limbs samadhi. Okay. This is the explanation given by the Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Maharishi Patanjali talks about that before a dhyana, one should get the perfection in the dharana. Okay. Now understand difference between the dhyana. Dhyana cannot be achieved until unless one person shouldn't be practicing the dharana. What is a dharana? You can write it down. Dharana. 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 So dharana, because you cannot separate dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. These are the inseparable things. Okay, don't think it's individually separate. No, you cannot separate it. Dharana lead you towards the dhyana. Dhyana lead you towards the samadhi. It's eventually naturally gonna happen to you. You cannot separate these things. And before that, pratyahara come. As you know, pratyahara again, withdrawal of the senses, going from outside to inside. Even before pratyahara, you cannot concentrate without pratyahara. You require pratyahara. Pratyah, pratyahara. 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 It means going from outside to inside. Okay. This is a journey from outside to inside. So how you gonna concentrate? Dharana. How you can do the dharana? You cannot practice the dharana if you're not concentrating, like withdrawing your senses. So what happened before understanding the dharana and the dhyana? I think you should get little bit idea about it. The pratyahara. Here you have to, for example, I'll give you the story, one story. For example, there's an example of the farmer and the calf, right? A small calf. So, the calf, the small calf, the tiny calf, he, she wants to travel everywhere, right? Have you seen the newborn calf? She wants to go here and there, everywhere. But we cannot take the risk because in mountains area, many people, maybe there's a lion, there's a tiger, anybody can kill that newborn calf, but she wants to travel. But in order to stop that, because mind tendency, calf tendency is natural tendency is to roam, to wander. It is a natural tendency of the calf. Yes. So farmer does what? He tie the one knot in his neck and one knot to the one pillar. So there is a distance between the pillar and the calf. So now she can move around the farm, inside the farm, and she is not allowed to go outside. So now calf is also happy because she is roaming inside the farm. This is a tendency. She wants to roam, but she doesn't know if she's gonna break the boundary, she gonna lost the farmland and the farmer. Yes, she gonna lost. So the farmer does what? She the farmer tie the rope, one end of the rope in her neck and one end of the rope to the pillar. So now what happened? This rope is giving you what? Giving the one intention, one object. So your calf is symbolically mean here your mind. Mind tendency is what to wander here and there. You have, we have monkey mind, right? Doesn't want to sit one place. You want to travel across the world, here and there. Doesn't want to in one place. Not want to be in the one place. So what you need to do? So we give one, we tie a one rope in the mind neck, right? We tie the one rope in the mind neck and one to the pillar. So now we set the boundary. Okay, I have given you thought. Okay, I have given you one thought. So keep memorizing about, keep talking, keep contemplating, keep pondering over that particular thought, because mind need to have this thought. You cannot imagine the mind without the thoughts initial level. Yeah, this is a higher level when mind doesn't have a single thought. That is a higher level. But before that, you require the pre-practice, no? To achieve that mind doesn't get any thoughts, you have to first stabilize into the small boundaries. You have to create the one small boundaries. So this is what we tie the knot, and that knot is what dharana. That knot is to hold the mind. So dharana is what to hold, concentration to hold somewhere. We give the thought to mind, okay, object, one object. It can be om, pranam meditation, it can be chanting, it can be, observing any flower, tree, any plant, or just maybe the moon, any object you can give, or any statue, whatever statue you want to give the intention. Especially we use the Lord statue, Lord Krishna, Rama, because they are idolized, right? They practice themselves on the yoga path. So by looking at them, we keep memorizing their whatever action they performed, and same action we should perform, right? So that's why we worship, we take, we fix our eyes to the one particular object, that is a any statue of Lord, any favorite Lord, whatever Lord you worship. So that the moment you tie the knot, now you have to withdraw your senses from that to bring your mind into the one object. You have to stop the other thoughts, isn't it? And it's happened automatically to you. For example, if I tell you, even before when session is start, I told you observe the breath, or take a deep prolonged inhalation and take out deep prolonged exhalation. So when you are doing inhalation and exhalation, what happened? Your mind is focused there, isn't it? When you are doing inhalation and exhalation for fewer minutes, for few seconds, your mind is basically in that very second, it's in that inhalation and exhalation, right? That very second you are doing pratyahara, withdrawing your senses from the outside world. Like you are not observing, you are not observing anything around you. You are not listening anything around you. You are not able to see, listen, taste, touch, anything. Senses, five senses is not working that moment. What happened? Because mind is stuck to the one object. Maybe few seconds, but it's this few seconds, it's happened. What happened? You withdraw yourself from the outside world. You are not listening, you are not seeing, you are not touching, you're not feeling the touch even when mind is focused on the one thing. When mind is observing inhalation and exhalation and inhaling and exhaling, that time you are unaware of your surrounding, and that happen automatically to you. That is a pratyahar. For dharana, for concentration, you required pratyahara. And pratyahara is part of the bahira anga. Pratyahara lead you towards the dharana. Okay, are you understanding? Concentration cannot be possible when you are not withdrawing from the outside thoughts, because you have many thoughts, many vision, many ideas, many objects around you which are gonna disturb you. To bring yourself inward, like it explained in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Maharishi Patanjali is explaining like a tortoise. Have you seen the tortoise, the small tortoise and the big tortoise? Like they are very cute, right? The moment you go near them, they just go inside their cell, right? All their legs and hands and their head go inside the cell. So, like the turtle, you have to bring yourself inward. He said that, like a turtle, you have to, the moment you see something is going on, you just go within yourself. And that is called withdrawal of the senses from outside to inside. You are not seeing anything, you are not hearing anything, you are not smelling anything, you are not telling anything, you are not feeling the taste, you are not touching anything. That is what you are just focused, concentrated on one particular object, any object, either you're observing the tree. That if you're observing the tree, you just observing the tree. Your mind is focused on the tree, like you're observing the leaves, how leaves are moving, what is the color of the leaf, how the trunk of the tree, how many branches it is having. That is a concentration of the tree. And that time, that very second, you are not able to see anything. And this thing happened automatically to you. So before concentration, automatically pratyahara gonna happen to you. And then dharana, the concentration is gonna happen to you. Dharana is holding one thing. Whatever thing, that is a one object. Here in dharana, one object. So there's contemplation about one thing, holding one object. You are memorizing, like for example, om chanting. You're chanting om, 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 om continuously. And that's how your mind is set on the dharana. It means dharan kar liya. It means to hold, to embrace it within you, something you embrace it within you. So object, any object, whatever object you have chosen, you just keep memorizing, keep contemplating regularly. That is a dharana. Any doubt till here? Am I clear to everyone? Pratyahara and dharana is clear to you?
Yes.
So excuse me. Now understand the object, the alamban, which is given to the dharana. Now, after pratyahara, dharana is happened. So, om chanting you are doing. So, om become the alamban. Alamban means object. Alamban is given to the mind. One alamban. So, alamban, ALAMBAN. 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 Alamban means object. One object should be given to the mind. You cannot imagine the mind without the thoughts at all. He required an object in initial level. Lord Krishna also said, this monkey mind required the one object. I know Dhyana Yoga is very difficult initial level, but yes, it's very, important also. So Alambud once is given to you, then concentration is going on. So what happened now from dharana to dhyana? Dhyana is to think. Another meaning of the dhyai. Dhyai, dhyana, dhyai. Dhyai means to think. You are contemplating on regularly. So difference between the concentration and the meditation, dharana and dhyana. Difference, you can write it down. Difference between dharana and the dhyana. So concentration, the dharana, basically, when you're holding anything in your mind, you are contemplating, keep contemplating. What happened? Initial level, you're putting the effort. So when you put the effort, there is a breakage. Like you're thinking, sometime you are sitting and you are like you did the meditation, right? You are you have that thought in your mind, but again your mind is wander. It's gone. It's lost again in the thoughts. Again you bring back, again it's lost. Again you bring back, again it's lost. So what happened? You are doing pratyahar, then dharana, again it's lost. You lose the pratyahar and the dhyana also, dharana also. The struggle is going on, right? With you and to your mind. You want to concentrate, but your mind doesn't want to concentrate. So there is a breakage. It's more like, have you seen how the water you are pouring to the another pot? When there's a break, there's a, in the break in the flow of the water. When there's a break in the flow of the water, that is what is a pause in that. That is what dharana. You are struggling there. You are putting the effort, lots of effort. Again, few seconds you are concentrating fully. In concentration, you are doing everything, but again it's lost. Again you bring it back, again it's lost. So that concentration, that is a concentration. There is a pause in your contemplation. So you can write it down. There is a pause in your contemplation. Pause. There is a pause. There is a break. It's not smooth drive. When you drive the car, have you seen when you drive the car and there is a brake in between? There is a, like, what we call breaker, the big breaker, right? So how your car is just humping. You have to slow down your speed and then it's humping and jumping. So the pause come in your contemplation. The pause come in your speed. That is a pause. So it means there is a break, and that there is no continuous flow is going on. No continuous flow is going on. It means that is a dharana. You are setting the intention and keep pondering, keep contemplating, but sometimes it's lost, sometimes it's back, sometimes again lost. That is a concentration going on. But in dhyana, there is a continuous flow. It's continuous. It's like there's no breakage at all. It's like driving the car on highway, right? Have you seen you're driving the car on the highway in a accurate speed, right? Not over speed, not less speed, but there's a accurate speed. Continually you are driving in the one particular speed, right? That is what the dhyana. Without any break, without any pause, there's no much struggle. Not there's a struggle still, but there's no much struggle, which is you are facing in the dharana. So concentration and the meditation. The concentration you can practice by practicing, improving your concentration. Automatically, you're gonna reach towards the dhyana. Effortlessly practicing, not putting much effort at all, and you are contemplating. You are just practicing. It's like it's become ease for you. It's become automatically ease for you, and you are not forcing yourself. Oh, now I have to sit for meditation. Here there's no force. You're just engrossed. It's like enjoying the sweet. Remember, I always give the example of Indian sweets. So my favorite sweet is rasagulla, jalebi, like not jalebi, but rasagulla and Indian payday, right? Is peda, if you know about it, or maybe your pastry, brownie, cake, anything. But Indian sweet is like sweet. When you have the brownie, there's a other taste, sweetness, and little bit other flavor is coming on. But if you have the Indian sweet, there is a flavor of the very loud flavor of the sweetness come. You cannot ignore it. So meditation is more like having the very loud sweet. If you want to ignore, still you cannot ignore, because you are, the taste of the concentration, the taste of your contemplation is so strong that mind is coming to the stability. And there's no even you have to put effort to observing the taste of the sweetness, especially the sweet which is very very sweet. Are you telling yourself, okay, observe which taste it is? No, you cannot, because this, you are not putting the effort, because sweet itself is so loud. The taste of the sweet is so loud in your mouth that you don't put pressure of what ingredients they are adding into it. No, not at all. But if you less put the sweet in other ingredients, salt and other things, carrot and other things, so you're gonna figure out, okay, which sweet it is, what kind of sweet it is. You're gonna figure out. You have to think about it. That is like you're putting the effort to figure out this is a taste, what kind of taste it is. So so maybe in in Bali they put the sweet, but I could not figure out what is sweet it is. So when I was in Bali and I'm having the Balian sweet, I cannot figure out it. But Indian sweet, in comparatively, it's so sweet, even you cannot think about it, it is sweet or what. It's sweet, so loud. So
Madam, there is no voice, no sound.
no sound, you can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana. Okay. So this is the three things all together. And to reach the dhyana, you require these two things. So let's start at least 5 minute practice, 5 to 10 minutes practice. So at least you get the idea about it, what I'm talking about, what is a pratyahar, what is the concentration here, and dhyana you're gonna experience later on. So come into the sitting posture, keeping your back neck straight, relax completely, and gently close your eyes. Now bring your awareness towards your breath. Observe the natural breath, how the breath going in and coming out. Take your own time to observing the breath. Inhalation and exhalation going on. Observe the involuntary action of the breath. Carefully, attentively. Each and every breath is so important. Observe attentively, patiently. Not a single breath go without the acknowledgement. The inhalation and exhalation, just observing how it's happening to you. Be vigilant towards each and every breath. Be attentive, observing each and every breath with conscious mind, how the breath going in and coming out, inhalation and exhalation, the involuntary action of the breath, just observing. Very much important that your mind is fully concentrated on inhalation and exhalation. If your mind is wander, do not feel guilty about it. Just accept it and come back to your breath. Observe how it's inhaling and exhaling. Now, take your own time. Take your own time to come back to your posture. Observe your body. How's your back, neck, your shoulder? A sitting posture. Which part of the body is touching the ground? Observe. Which part of your body is touching the ground? Just observe. Feel the touch of the earth. Now, prepare yourself for the 3-time chanting along with Shanti. Take a deep, prolonged inhalation for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration. Join your both palm. Tap your palm. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Any doubt, any difficulty, any queries to understanding the Pratyahara and the Dharana? The moment you are focusing on the inhalation and exhalation, that time you withdraw yourself from the outside senses, whatever is going on, you're not observing, you're observing the inhalation and exhalation. That is the first thing happened to you, that is a pratyahar. Because you give the intention to your mind that I'm gonna observe inhalation and exhalation. And that's through the pratyahar you come into the next level, that is a dharana. Dharana, when you are focusing, concentrating inhalation and exhalation of the breath. So any doubt till here in understanding the pratyahar and the dharana?
No.
Thank you. So we're gonna end our session tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna uh, talked about the benefit and little bit more about the meditation. And tomorrow we start the new types of the meditation. And let's see other techniques. And I'm going to explain the benefit of that technique. Meet you tomorrow. Mangal ho. Om Shanti. Bless you guys. Be happy.
Be happy.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome, dear. Bye-bye, dear.
Bye bye. Thank you.